DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, hope you're well, and it is Monday. So Monday, tag day. Yeah, today will be no exception. So as you can see, it's dark outside. We were out doing a bit of last minute shopping, and I forgot that it got dark so quickly now. Well, anyways, let's get on with these tags, and I will be starting as usual with Jasmine's Monday 5-question tag. Hi there, Jasmine, and hope you're well. And by the way, that was a fancy hat. Yes, I believe you wore it before. Was that an Ascot? I don't remember. But it's a really fancy one. Let me put this down. Oh, well, while I'm at it, here is some of our decorations. Yeah. And, well, actually, let's see. I'm going to hold this. And we'll start with question 1. Would you rather spend Christmas at home or Christmas away? Christmas is one of those that I'd rather spend at home. It's funny, we were talking about that the other day with my family, and we were saying that Christmas is one of those. Just a second. Place this so that I can see what I'm doing and not have to hold. There we are. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah. So Christmas at home. Yes, Christmas at home. Christmas usually it'd be New Year. Often we're away at New Year's, at other friends, or actually usually at my son's place. But Christmas is a thing at home. It's kind of always been. The family comes over for a meal, and yeah, I don't know. There's something about Christmas that I very much enjoy at home. Having said that, a few years back, Mrs. DC used to work very often. So as a nurse on Christmas Day, she would very often work on Christmas and not work on New Year's. One of the reasons for that was that we had grown-up children, and so they didn't come into account for the schedules. And so very often we'd end up then doing Christmas like a day early or a day later, which we still do in a way. And then on Christmas Day, I would often be alone, and I'd go geocaching. Then I'd be kind of sort of say Christmas away. Okay, question 2. What would you like to do on Christmas Day? Okay, well, I kind of answered that one already. On Christmas Day, I usually do a meal. Like I say, sometimes our Christmas Day for the family might be the 24th, because when you have grown-up kids who have significant others, they might be somewhere else on Christmas Day, like in the other family or something like that. So if you're flexible, and we very often have our Christmas Day on the 24th, and then on Christmas Day the 25th, well, we usually end up going to church, and we watch like different choirs on Christmas Day on TV, things like that. Actually, it used to be like the Queen's messages, things like that. Anyway, we used to do traditional things, I guess, and listen to Christmas music, or maybe I didn't watch that many Christmas movies. Mrs. DC did. Yeah. Okay, question 3. Do you enjoy Christmas parties? I haven't been to an actual Christmas party in the classical sense since I stopped working. And the last company that I was with, we would have a Christmas party in Ireland, but we would usually have it rather early, because there would be a lot of members of the staff and students that would be off at the Christmas period. So we would actually have the Christmas party, about around this time. So when I was in Ireland, we'd have the Christmas party around this time. And this I enjoyed greatly. We'd all be in a pub, and we'd have a meal, and it was a lot of fun. Now, the Christmas parties with the traditional work colleagues, we never really had Christmas parties, like, for example, where you would have a secret Santa or something like that. I've never had that at any of the places where I used to work. But I didn't enjoy them all that much. For the very simple reason is that, some people basically get drunk and start saying a bunch of truths that they should maybe keep to themselves. And so you'd always end up having, some type of tension. I've never been in Christmas parties, where the classical one there where, like your secretary goes wild for you or the other way around, or things like that. I've been lucky enough as far as that was concerned. I do remember at university we had Christmas parties though, which would be a little bit wild, I guess. But no, I don't really care for Christmas parties anymore, and like I say, I haven't been for a while in one. Yeah. So no, I really see no great thing about Christmas parties. Question 4. Do you like going out and seeing Christmas lights? Well, that actually, I just shown you my Christmas lights. But like around here, on the street, well, we have a neighbor over there. She's got some lights in her window in a house further off. People decorate, but much less, let's say, than North America, and less than, in the UK as well, overall. But when I was living in North America and in Canada, yeah, we would walk around or take a car and go look at the Christmas lights. There's a few places here which have a lot of Christmas lights, and probably would be worth a drive, but it's not the same culture in that respect about the Christmas lights. We'll probably get the type of remark like, look at all the energy that you're wasting. But of course, that is, in today's day and age, you can't have fun anymore. So, yeah. So that's question 4. Question 5. And last. Okay. Early or last minute Christmas shopping? Usually a bit of both, to be frank. Sometimes I know what I'm going to get, and I don't buy that many presents anymore. So for example, I make a yearly calendar, so I go over the year's pictures, and that has to be done more or less by the first week of December. So you can imagine I have to kind of like cheat for the December pictures somehow, depending on what I put pictures of the year before, and we all know that. But that's early. That is early. And then, sometimes I think, well, okay, I see something that might be at the last moment, but more early than last minute. But that's probably because is that true what I'm saying? It is in a way, because like if I make for example Christmas cookies, that'll be last minute, but I'm not I'm not buying them. It's not shopping. And what is last minute? Is it like the 23rd? If it's something like that, no, not usually. So I suppose I'd have to say more early. Is that it? Oh, it is. Well, Jasmine, I guess that I managed to answer. Didn't make much of a vlog out of this one, but yeah, not every week is the same. So hope that you are going to have a good week, and thank you very much for these questions. Take care, everybody, and bye-bye. Till next time.